Your kids notice when you're sticking up for them, that's for sure. And one dad dug in the last couple of days defending his daughter and got some crap about it.
I loved this dad's message and wanted to share it. It's Matt Austin. He is a news anchor in Orlando. He's an anchor for News 6 and has gone viral because of his TikTok. And it all started when he went to Facebook and posted a photo of himself with his two daughters, Addison, who's 17, and Olivia, who's 14. And it was the first time the girls were going to attend their high school homecoming event together, okay? So it's dad with his arms around both girls. They're wearing their homecoming dresses, and he posted the photo and said, "My daughter's looking a little too good on homecoming night. Believe it or not, they're even more beautiful on the inside," right? So, yeah, he is a public figure, and he was going to get some comments, but he wasn't prepared for some of the comments he got.
Doesn't matter if you're a public figure or not. If you're on TikTok,
yeah.
You're a public figure.
Well, this is on Facebook that all this went down.
Or Facebook or Instagram.
He goes, one of the comments said, "I do not understand how a parent could be comfortable with their daughter's crotches on display should they bend over or sit. Sorry, my daughters would never leave the house looking for sale." Another person said, "You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Dad." So he read through these comments and was fuming. So the next day, he decided to do a TikTok response. Now, before he did this, he did what a good dad and husband does. He first got blessings from his wife and got blessings from his daughters in order to address the controversy, because he showed them some of the comments on Facebook and said, "Is it okay if I address this?" And they both said yes.
Not that it even matters, but just for a visual, what did the dresses look like?
The 14-year-old was wearing a hot pink dress, and it had spaghetti straps, and I mean they were short dresses, but and then the other one, Addison, who's 17, it kind of looked like a black leather dress, and hers was like a mini dress as well, and both wearing high heels.
Okay, so it's almost something like you'd see if you were older at a cocktail party?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would dub them cocktail dresses for sure. So he's upset about these comments and gets the blessing from his wife and his daughters to address them. And I think this girl dad has an awesome message.
So I put up what I thought was a pretty innocuous post about my daughters looking beautiful for homecoming, but you would be shocked at some of the comments. Take a look. I wouldn't let them go anywhere dressed like that. They should have respect for themselves. It's so sad that parents think it's okay to send young ladies out with everything showing. So one thing that has always pissed me off as a father of girls is when people say things like, "Oh, these girls need to dress so they don't distract the boys," or even worse, they're dressing a way in which they're asking for it. Let's get something crystal clear now. It's not my daughter's job to make sure your son is focused in school. Also not her job to dress hideous enough to where your son doesn't assault her. It's your job to not raise a pervert with no self-control. Now, let's be clear. Those outfits are not the ones I would choose for my daughters to leave the house. If it were up to me, it'd be 24/7 Snuggies. If I start dictating what my daughters wear, I'm going to teach them three things. A, they'll start to hate me for arbitrary rules. B, they'll start to lie to me. Or C, maybe even worse, that it's okay for a man to tell them what to wear because they look too good.
Come on now.
That ain't happening, Karen. But you know what would really disappoint me? If my girls grew up to be the kind of adult who goes on social media and demeans a teen's appearance on her father's Facebook page. Now, that's what I call trashy.
Yeah!
Wow. I got chills.
I know, right?
That's good.
Yes.
And they had the news anchor voice to go along with it, so it got delivered very, very well.
I just don't understand, like he said at the very end there, sometimes we will get comments that make me very curious of where they are coming from. So I will look at somebody's profile and see just where they're coming from, and the fact that they have like 2 or 3 kids, right? And the tweets themselves are so judgmental and so harmful that you almost got to wonder, like, is this what they're teaching their kids also? You know? And it's surprising sometimes.
As a father of 2 teenage boys, I'm curious, did you have conversations with your sons on how to respect women, and how did that go?
Always.
Yeah?
100%. More so, honestly, with Hollis than I have Hayden. Hayden hasn't dated anybody yet. But he knows what respectful looks like. Hollis a little more girl crazy, or at least was girl crazy. So yeah, we have had many conversations about it. He gets it, and he gets it. But you have to reinforce it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When I see comments like these, I think the same, that it must be some form of projection. So for some reason, when I've seen men do it, I'm always like, that's just, some men are just nasty people. But then when I see a woman do it and demean a young woman, I genuinely don't get it. Like, you could have not said anything, even if you really feel this way. So it just feels like they're projecting something on them.
Right.
Kudos to this Pops, though.
Amen to that.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.